Number 10. Ice Angel, Wisconsin. To experience this exceptional vehicle, you might have to visit Madeline Island, which is just off the coast of Wisconsin. The Ice Angel is an amphibious transport that can travel on ice, water, and snow. The only one of the state's Apostle Islands that's populated, Madeline Island is joined to Bayfield on the mainland by a ferry in the summertime and a highway of solid ice in the winter. However, while the in-between stages when the ice is too weak to support a vehicle but a ferry can't make the passage, the Ice Angel comes to the rescue. These boats with air propellers are intended to glide safely and smoothly over the ice, bringing every one of the island residents to and from the mainland. Number 9. MONTE Toboggan, Madeira, Portugal. While you could reach the Portuguese city of Funchal from Monte on a bus for €15, you can go for a much further exhilarating form of transportation. Originated in the 19th century, this amazing transportation started as a swift and fun way of going down the hill from Monte to Funchal. The old-fashioned toboggans are wicker two-seaters that slide on wooden runners. Two men called the Carros wear straw hats and dressed in white will be your chauffeurs on this downhill experience. These men wear unique, rubber-soled shoes that assist them braking and steering the toboggan. The trip to base takes about 10 minutes down a curved path, and you can expect to reach speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. Fun yet secure, an old-fashioned toboggan trip makes your way down from Monte is the absolute contrast to the high-technology cable car going up to Monte. Don't miss out on it. It is going to be a great experience. Number 8. Suspension Railway, Wuppertal, Germany. When you go on a tour of the German town of Wuppertal, there is one more thing than the cultural element of this place that every tourist must experience. It is the ride on a suspension railway, a local way of transport in this place. Although unusual, a suspension railway ride makes for no less than a heritage experience, as it was built between 1898 and 1901 by German businessman Eugen Langen. The German city runs a network of suspended trains swinging about 8 to 13 meters above the ground. If some fascinating facts about the suspension railway are to be known, around 19,200 tons of steel were used merely for making the shielding frame and the railway station. This railway is the oldest electric elevated railway with dangling cars all over the world. Despite its uniqueness, the railway doesn't just serve as a tourist fascination only. Many locals use it every day to travel. The train also carries over 65,000 passengers each day and almost 24 million a year. That's a lot. The entire trip takes about half an hour, and while featuring beautiful sights of the city. The suspension railway is for those who want to experience a bit of adrenaline. It's going to be a fun, upside-down adventure for sure. Number 7. Bamboo Train, Cambodia. One of Cambodia's most unusual attractions is the bamboo train in Battambang. Cambodian bamboo trains, locally known as nori, are made up of one queen-sized platform, usually made of bamboo, which rests on a metal undercarriage. They go along the railway routes at paces of up to 40 kilometers per hour. While the unmaintained trails make for a bumpy ride, the charges are low, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. The driver pulls a cord to start it up, the motor emits its mosquito-on-steroids whine, and down the trail it goes. The sole track means if you happen to come across another train coming towards you, one of you has to dismantle the vehicle to allow the other to pass. Despite its simple appearance and lack of brakes and protection measures, the train is a favored means of transportation in the area. It has gained popularity because scheduled train service is unreliable and slow. Number 6. Maglev, Japan. Imagine rushing across the Japanese countryside at astonishing speeds. The wheels of your vehicle do not even touch the ground. In fact, you are floating. This is not your typical train to the airport. The Maglev is something more. It's supported by either repulsion or electromagnetic attraction. It can take its 30-kilometer journey to Pudong Airport in just 7 minutes, utilizing magnetic repulsion to keep its lengths above the trail, and it can go speeds of up to 431 kilometers per hour. Don't worry, it wouldn't pull off your wristwatch or swipe the coins out of your pockets, but it will put a boost in what may be the quickest airport connection you'd ever experience. Number 5. Dog Sleds, Alaska. Our four-legged buddies up and down the nation are ready to give you an adventure of a lifetime. Near the Arctic Circle in Alaska, you will find sleds that are pulled by packs of 4 to 6 qualified dogs. You can slide across the ice and within snow via many types of sleds. Huskies, the breed usually used for dog sledging, are powerful dogs. On a normal trip, they will pull you at great speed through the white wilderness. And as the breeze slaps you gently in the face, you'll get a taste of what day was like in the old times, when dog sledging was a much more popular mode of transportation. Joining a doggo sledging tour is a fabulous opportunity to feel the strong connection between man and dog. You'll usually get the chance to feed and even look after the huskies yourself, something that is appealing to dog lovers everywhere. Number 4. Chicken Bus, Central America. A chicken bus is a brightly painted American school bus with shades of the rainbow so vibrant that the psychedelic buses of the hippie era pale in comparison. No trip to Guatemala would be perfect without experiencing going on one of these eccentric chicken buses. They blend in well with the vivid traditional clothing worn by Guatemalans. The bus's interior is no less colorful than the exteriors. There is usually a cranked-up sound system installed, so if you don't want to hear that, make sure to take your headphones with you. There are a couple of reasons why these buses are called chicken buses. One could be because passengers are crammed into the buses like chickens packed into a truck en route to the market. Another reason may be because passengers often carry chickens and other livestock, as well as their suitcases with them on a journey. Since the buses were built for short-haul transportation, the seats can get uncomfortable after a bit. Beam and bear it. It is the amount you pay to enclose yourself with local shades and memories that will endure a lifetime. Number 3. Barco de Totora, Peru. Are you planning to visit Lake Titicaca? If yes, then one of the great ways to get across this wide and beautiful stretch of water is aboard the iconic Totora boats. The Barco de Totora bring the iconic boat in Peru, the earliest type of traditional boat there. While these boats may not exactly look sturdy, rest assured that they aren't about to immediately start taking on water. These boats are made entirely of Totora plants that grow along Lake Titicaca. It's used to carry both tourists and locals across the lake, on the edge of Peru and Bolivia. They're usually crafted in the form of a dragon and are said to have been used during the Incan periods to ward off evil spirits. Number 2. Jeepney, Philippines. An eye-catching anachronistic vehicle carelessly pushes its way through the crowded Manila streets amid big buses, private vehicles, and taxicabs. The famous Filipino mode of transportation emerged after World War II, when American troops pulled out from the country and handed over supply army jeeps to the locals. They are just art on wheels. Apparently no two jeepneys are alike. The jeepney art is impressive, and it's a mix of airbrush and stickers artist work. Some are gleaming and brightly covered in accessories and airbrushed or stickered art. Religious icons are the primary art subject. Picking up and dropping off is easy for passengers and drivers, thanks to the open rear door design, although there is a lot of shuffling inside. Jeepneys are the most popular mode of transportation in the Philippines, and they've become a symbol of Filipino culture throughout the world. Number 1. COCO Taxi, Havana, Cuba. The Cuban city of Havana is undoubtedly one of the most popular travel destinations in the world, boasting a multitude of spectacular attractions. And one of the nearby means of transportation is also intriguing. We're talking about the COCO taxis, in case you haven't heard. These taxis are so called because they're built like hollow coconuts. The vehicle is basically a scooter wrapped in a fiberglass shell. It has a cruise speed of 30 kilometers per hour and is powered by gas, with the option to pedal as well. Just 2 passengers will board the COCO taxi. The driver, on the other hand, has their own seat in front. They have a lot in common with tuk-tuks, and they are incredibly loud. The well-known yellow COCO taxis are for visitors, while the less noticed black ones are just for locals. They are found in major Cuban cities such as Havana, Veradero, and Trinidad. Forget vintage cars, these amusing-looking taxis are the perfect way to get around Havana. Share and subscribe to our channel.